Oh, but yes. But
Oh
it
my
was
God.
nice. It was lovely. It was lovely.
That people are saying that they
What are
need a
we doing?
report notice.
Well, Otis is doing better. He's actually doing a lot better than he was. But he's still sad, but he's better. Like, you know, he's just in a different routine. But he has his moments. Uh, but he's definitely not like he was in the very, very beginning. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? Like, he's better, but he's still not quite himself. But he's
Yeah.
he's definitely in a good spot because he's entertained. My sister has so many grandkids, and they keep him active and play with him and give him lots of attention. So, and that's what he needs. He needs a lot of attention.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Poor
So,
He's his
thing.
mommy.
Hmm.
yeah.
That sucks. Pat, we were talking about Andrew Lowney that I interviewed him, and I said, I know everybody has been asking you about Andrew, but I want to talk about Fergie. Because to me,
Mm.
Andrew is Andrew. He's a prince. He's part of the royal family. Of course, they're going to protect him.
They gotta keep.
Mhm.
They got, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
one thing that he told me that was actually quite shocking in the interview. I can't reveal it, but it's very shocking. And if it
Mm.
happens, I am going to be, damn. If it happens, I'm going to be absolutely blown away if it really happens. But
Really?
yes, but uh, Fergie, why keep her on?
Yeah. Well, because she knows things, right?
Yeah, and she's the glue between Ron Burkle, Jeffrey, which and all the shady people that she has brought quite a few people on board because I was shocked about how I found that how actually people say it's Ghislaine, yeah. But actually Fergie allegedly has
Mhm.
borrowed those 15,000 pounds. And when they were that she said she borrowed and that whether they asked her whether she paid them back, she never replied, right? It's not
Oh, that's
15,000
interesting.
pounds. Yeah, it's not 15,000 pounds. No, 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 no. She took the Lolita Express like a lot.
Mm. Interesting.
Yes, she was that glue, Pat. And
Yeah.
then I said, do you think King Charles is going to do something about it? Right?
Uh-huh.
And then he
Uh-huh.
said that apparently he thinks that there are big changes coming because William cannot stand any of the Yorks.
Yeah. He's going to definitely have to. He's for sure going to make changes.
And we talked about Prince Harry wanting to sue him. Why would Prince? I didn't see that one come. Did you see that one coming? That he's suing him for what?
Well, he's obviously hit a nerve, right? He's onto something. That's very revealing that he will want to sue him, you know? I think that the truth is slowly being revealed, and I think Harry is just out of control right now. He doesn't know if he's going or coming. There's just so much going on for him, you know?
But I mean, because you would think leave that punching thing alone, you know. But apparently, what hurt Megan the most is the comment because Megan can't have anybody say that. How dare you think about marrying Megan? Because apparently, the comment from what Andrew Lowney told me was a lot more. How shall we put it? Spicier than "don't marry her" or
Oh,
Okay.
with a background check. Apparently, it was something more direct, and there was more information to given to Harry that he did not want to hear.
Okay.
now
He's
I
just
want.
so spoiled, right? He's intolerable. He is just at a position now. He's never been in a position like this before. So, and we've seen him in the past with all his ways of reacting and dealing with stress. And I just think because this is such a new thing for him with all the stuff that's going on with Megan and his legal issues, his family stress, and his overall mentality of feeling like just a man has been disrupted. And he's just lashing out because he doesn't have anybody. Who does he really have to help and guide him and sort him through everything that he's dealing with. He doesn't have anybody, right? So he's going to be in a bad place for I think a while, and not really doing making good decisions.
Yeah, but it's amazing that Andrew Lowney told me that Harry and Andrew are very much alike.
Mm,
Well,
that's
The two
interesting.
pairs are very much alike. They're very
Mm,
entitled, both of them. Their personalities are incredible. They're both debauched because we know
mm-hmm.
that Harry has not led a clean life in many respects. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And, you know, there was talk, I remember at one time where Andrew had contemplated even writing a book. There were some things that he had been thinking about, considering that Harry had done them. He was even thinking about them. I don't know if you remember when that came out, but that there was a time when he was, yeah, but he just hadn't had the courage to do what Harry has done. But Harry only got his courage because of Meghan, you
Oh
know?
yeah, 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 yeah. Let me show you
Yeah.
this, Pat. I think I sent you this thing, but show the people. Let me preface it. Do you guys remember when Princess Diana boarded that boat and that's that famous clip of her hugging William? She's wearing that red and white coat and black, You're gonna
Mm-hmm.
see what happens here, guys. Okay, I'm gonna mute myself, but you
Britannia. Once, when Diana had greeted William first, Harry kicked him in resentment. The boys got on well together, but there was an undercurrent.
Mm.
did you see that?
That's interesting. You know, we you never see that part, right?
No,
Y-
I'll show it again so you guys can see it. I even put it in slow motion so you can see it in slow motion because people don't understand that this guy has been violent for a long time. So we're going to do it a little bit slowly here. And you're going to see him hitting William. So because his mother, look at that.
Yeah. Once, when Diana had greeted William first, Harry kicked him in resentment.
There
The
you go.
boys got on well together,
See
but
that?
there was an
Uh-huh.
undercurrent of sibling.
He really lashed out there, didn't he?
Yep.
He is, man, Harry is just, oh my gosh.
Nobody in the press picked it up because clearly the footage is there. But nobody's
Yeah.
talking about it. Nobody talked about it back then. So the thing is that, and I am an absolute, can I have pretty nails, an absolute shock how the press is going after Andrew Lowney, who's a respected um researcher,
Mm-hmm.
historian. This is not an author. He's putting his reputation on the line, and people are really going after him.
Well, I think it's part of the machine. Aren't they trying to work on bringing Harry back into the fold? Like, isn't he being cultivated to clean up his image? I think there's things going on behind the scenes to try to make, Harry seem like, you know, he hasn't really done anything that warrants the treatment that he's been getting. They're trying to help this guy, right? So that's why they're going to attack anybody that's saying the contrary, right? I mean, that's what it sounds like to me.
Not only Harry, but also Andrew, because remember, Charles has brought Andrew back into the fold. Oh, Pidina, you got a super sticker by Operator Helper 499. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you. Thank you.
So,
Ha-
oh, hello,
Operator.
guys. Manuelita,
Uh,
imagine if Polly put her.
Hold on, let me see how you say their name.
No. Oh,
Operator helper.
yes, thank you for that.
Operator helper. Thank you.
But it's the thing,
Yeah.
now I see this campaign and I was telling people, oh, you should be talking about Megan. Megan is boring. She's so over because they want people to stop talking about her. That is that a type of PR that they do in order
Mm-hmm.
to, oh, this is Mex. No, there's nothing like that.
Fatigue.
Fatigue. No, that's
Mm-hmm.
a PR strategy. And then the
Mm-hmm.
thing with Andrew is like Charles if you notice, Charles brought Andrew and Fergie to the Christmas walk. And then
That's
once
right.
again to the Easter thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And now I think he just named Eugenie as the head of a part of the King's Trust under 35.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's that all about? I
I think
mean,
that the palace or Charles is angry because they're ruining it for him to bring Andrew back.
ah, they're ruining it for King Charles.
Yeah, because I mean, the problem that he has, and this is what I asked. This is what I asked. As I said, I understand Andrew is the brother, so
Mm-hmm.
there is a reason for him to hang around and live at the Royal Lodge. By why Fergie?
Mm-hmm. Andrew is in some world of hurt. More news is coming out about him and Epstein. You know this, right?
Well, the problem is though that people don't know this that there's a lot more news about Fergie and Epstein.
Really?
Yes. The thing is that Andrew's more high profile, but actually Fergie used the Lolita Express a hell of a lot more. She got hell of a lot more money from Epstein.
Sure
She
did.
and
Mm-hmm.
invited him to different places. And Prince Philip couldn't stand the woman. William
Yeah.
William cannot stand the woman. None of them.
I wonder because yeah, she was desperate for some money for a while, and he actually paid off a lot of her debt.
Yeah.
So
Likes to spend And money. Guess
I
who was
don't know.
her out? Oprah. Weight Watchers through Oprah. Yeah.
What about Oprah?
Oprah was helping her out with getting her contracts and stuff like that. She was a Weight Watchers spokesperson through Oprah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was
That's
good.
interesting because yeah, I mean, do people just give you money like that for
I wish,
nothing?
Regina.
I mean, that kind of money, that's serious money.
She was in the hole, and like she was getting these contracts, like Meghan Markle was getting the contracts because she was the Duchess of York.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she literally body blocked Meghan Markle from getting together with Andrew because if Meghan had gotten married Andrew, there would have been a problem for Fergie. Right.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
That's not an
Yeah.
option for Fergie. So that was not an option because Meghan Markle allegedly hooked up with Andrew in September 2013 when he was there for a month, again in 2014 and 2012 when she went to Hong Kong.
Uh-huh. Okay. Wow. Let me just have to pull up some stuff.
Yeah, if you anything to share, please go ahead and share it. Because
Okay.
Oprah Winfrey's all dirty with Fergie.
Yeah. And we know I'm something about Oprah. She seems to always be around the wrong kind of people.
Or
The
maybe they're
people,
wrong
what?
kind of people or her kind of people.
Well, yeah. Her kind of people who are the wrong kind of people. you know?
Did you see that, Pat? That she was saying she issued a statement, very word salady, about Hawaii, the tsunami. It's very word salady in the way it's phrased. It reminded me very much of Meghan Markle. Oh, we complied when we were told that like it's not like open the gates. And then there's this guy. There's the road. Yeah, the road. And then there's this guy that he kept saying, I am outside the gates, and you can see that they're shooing people away. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like this is the problem that these celebrities and monarchies and stuff that have the internet, people can check them on real time. So the guy's
Yeah.
actually in Hawaii. He's showing Oprah's doors. He's there. He sees the security shooing people away when the doors are supposed to have been open, Pat. And it's like,
Yeah. They're bad actors, man.
okay. There's something going on here in the chat that I haven't been paying attention. Apparently, Yupidana can play Whitney Houston, and Manuela can play Hillary Clinton. University years. That's a good thing. University years. Okay, is that good? I don't know. I don't know what she looked like. Oh no, Princess Dumbarton. She's much better looking. Of course, she's very beautiful than Hillary. Of course. But like I was shocked with the things that he said. That people lost their jobs. A lady lost her job. For people to understand this, is that we YouTubers put out more information. And for example, somebody like Andrew Lowney, he spends his money. He does proper journalism, guys. It's not like, oh, I saw this and then no. He goes and talks to the people that were there. People really
Mm-hmm.
limb and everything for that. This lady, one of his sources, lost her job, her retirement pension, and everything because she gave him a very important piece of information. That is true, but that how dare you expose us?
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm trying to follow you on this story.
Basically,
Who?
the palace and the government were going
Mm-hmm.
after any person who talked to Andrew Lowney and gave him
Okay.
information. For example,
Okay.
one of the drivers of this is how he found out that Andrew had cheated on or had at least 12 women, at least 12 women, because he was the driver of
Oh,
Andrew.
okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And he would
And
know,
most
right?
and he said that the bodyguards that talked to him said that they knew what was going on, but they were told that if you open your mouth, you're gonna lose this job, you're not
Yeah,
gonna get
yeah,
reference,
yeah.
and you're gonna go back to paving the streets of Britain, some backward country, little town.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. There was a lot to protect him. He's just he's spoiled, and he's not very well liked. I mean, I've heard a lot of not nice things about him. People that have worked with him, Andrew.
No, no, no. But the thing is, and I was talking to him because my interview is from the point of view what the consequences and whether it was hard to put that on print because I've been shocked. The mainstream media guys don't want us to do the truth, and the problem that he says
Mm-hmm.
that's happening right now, that at least in the past they will make the pretense of lying to us. Now they
Mm-hmm.
won't it, and we have to put up with it, and they tell us that don't believe what you're seeing and don't believe what you're hearing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the mainstream media, I was just talking to my husband about this, is dying, right? Because they are controlled by corporations, and they put out information for the people the very powerful people, and they don't put out the information the way people on social media who research and really have connections as well are putting out information. And I think it's something that is dying slowly, and people won't revert to mainstream media for news and relevance. Slowly, it's happening already, but yeah. I mean, you just
Have
look at
they
some of the stories that we found already where YouTubers, what was that story where there was a YouTuber that found the information about during that Justin Baldoni case.
Oh
They
yeah,
found some
this was a
information.
TikToker. It was a TikToker. It was the metadata on the picture of the article. Is that
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. So that's, and then plus, Paula, we know things, right? We get things from people, and there's just certain things that, and but we too have to still be careful, right?
yes,
Because YouTube has its policies, and
yes.
there's just things there that we can't do. But I mean, it's all changing. It's all changing.
Yeah, and the thing is though, and I was talking to Andrew Lowney about that because it's like I've heard some royal experts say, "Who does he think he is? He has to tell us who the sources are." And I'm like, "What?" You go
Mm-mm.
on YouTube and you say, "Very well placed source," and it's like, "Why did you tell your source?"
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Is it true that you got canceled? Because Meghan just Markle that thing.
Okay. It's the view
Oh
canceled.
God, you got a Jane G8274 1999 super sticker. P Dana, you're awesome.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
She says, I'm so worried about you. You seem sad. It could just be the stress of taking care of your
Oh,
family members. Just take care. Oh, that's so cute.
oh.
That's so kind.
There is a lot of stress with my charity right now. There
And we
is.
have to donate to Princess Pete. I was as Princess Dinah. Pete Dinah. Put the link up. Put the link up. Tell your I don't have access to your channel, but so have them put your link there.
Oh, okay. Yep, I'll put it there.
Please donate to Pete Dinah.
Um,
You know what I was thinking? I was talking, I actually did touch a little bit with Andrew Lowney about it because they get millions just for being
who
associated to the royal family. And they just traffic that money.
who are you talking about? Who
Well, we're
gets?
talking about Harry and Meghan because we touched a lot about Harry and Meghan. And I said that, I said why Harry and Meghan feel so entitled and not worried about what's going to happen to them.
Oh,
We talked about
yeah.
that, and he told me
Mm-hmm.
why, and I'm like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
hope Parliament does something. And he says that apparently Charles and Parliament and also Prince William is putting a lot of pressure
Mm.
on Charles, especially with the separation of lawyers. Remember, I told you guys that
That's
there's
right.
something going on there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, Athena Hernandez said Jessica Mulrooney and her husband are getting divorced. And there was a statement that was put up that she really spoke about Meghan Markle, that she regret working with knowing
Knowing
Meghan.
her, yeah, she
Is
regrets
that
her.
true?
Yeah,
That is true. And I just did a video on it. I haven't uploaded it yet, but yeah, I talked about it. That's true.
very
Mm-hmm.
true.
You should have talked to Manuela. She could have
Cost her
given
a
you
lot.
info.
So what do you know, Manuela?
I can
What do
tell
you
you. We
know,
have to.
girl?
This is
You're gonna
this.
have to tune in.
No, you're gonna have to. This is private. Manuela can give you that info. Okay, so,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
but it is something unbelievable. But and you know what? We have to talk about the nose, don't we?
Yeah, so what's going on with that? So it did look different to me.
Well, it looks pretty different to me, Pat. Oh, you got let me see, start. Oh no, Sue Clark, thanks
Oh,
for the super
thank
chat.
you, Sue
Oh,
Clark. Thank you.
Sue Clark,
It's for
go
you, Paula.
no, but don't
Yes.
give Pete Dinah. Go on Pete Dinah's channel and donate there. What are you doing there?
Yeah,
Thank you so very
but
much,
still,
sweetie.
thank
She
the
said that Jessica said her marriage. Okay, her marriage started falling apart or uh,
yes.
when
She
she
said
met Megan, and the wedding
and
was the final straw.
and that Megan had something to do with her marriage breaking up as well. Like that was part of it.
There's a lot.
Give Manuela a call later before you publish your video because you might need to re-edit.
Okay, I will do that.
Actually, I thought Jessica was a mean girl until I found out some more information.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
You know,
I think there's a lot of regret that others have too that just haven't said anything. And Harry will be one too at some
oh,
point.
Manuela, that woman's getting ready for Harry. And people saying that Megan is no. Megan is that okay, here we go. Here's the nose. Verdict. Markle nose is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yay, thank you. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. Igo by Gina. I go by Gina. Added to the pot. Thank you.
Thank you. I go by Jean. Thank you. I go by Gina. Thank you. And Sue Clark
Yeah.
for
The
just
super-
I
yeah.
just am
But
I
what did she
just
say,
love coming on
Jessica?
these lives, Paula, because it just really helps. It really, it just feels it's nice to be able to just, talk about a lot of things,
She's
and
erasing the black. But the thing is, her nose was not black. Didn't she? She gave her daddy. She said, "Thank you, Daddy, for the Markle nose," and I have it
right.
here because.
Yeah, there's there.
Yeah, wait.
You read the last line, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna share this. But what do you think of the nose?
I think she definitely had something done
Oh, Claudia
for sure.
Salas, thanks for the super stickers. Thank you, sweetie.
Thank you, Claudia Salas.
I think Jessica looks pretty. Yeah.
She, I think, is doing it because she's, what happens with women when they go through like trauma or they have a lot. Like one sign, if she cuts her hair, like if she does something different to her hair, that's going to be a big sign. Haven't you ever heard that before? Like when you do drastic changes during a time when you're going through a lot, like sometimes it's a response to dealing with things that are going on in your personal life. Have you ever
No.
heard that before?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
But I also think that but I think she keeps working on the outside. She doesn't work on the inside. She works
Mm-hmm.
on the outside. And she thinks that this is making her look better because she's working on the outside. I just
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just have to say
What?
Nice nose. Did you pick it yourself?
Oh yeah, she wanted me to do a thumbnail. Said, "Did you pick? Who picked your nose?"
Who picked your nose?
That's a good one, Manuela. That's a
I
good
just,
one.
it's like, who
Yeah.
picked? Oh, you picked your own nose. Okay, nice nose.
But
But
that's not her nose. I mean, and I'll show you pictures if you want. But I wanted to show you something because let's not forget what this woman said.
Hmm.
There it is.
you know that. Sorry, go ahead. Do your thing.
It says Meghan Markle. This was June 19th, 2016. Meghan Markle, happy Father's Day, Daddy. I hate that woman. I'm still your buckaroo. And
Hey,
to this
buckaroo.
Mhm.
and to this day, your hugs are still the very best in the whole wide world. Because she speaks with that R like that. Thanks for my work ethic. Actually, Mr. Markle does have work
She
ethic.
writes it like she's on Leave It to Beaver. It
No.
sounds like it's one of those 1950s sitcoms.
I love the Busby Berkeley films and club sandwiches for teaching me the importance of handwritten thank you notes. She's trying to imitate Princess Diana there.
Right,
Because
but can we
Princess
also go back to those films? That guy Busby Berkeley. Yeah, he was known for choreography and the big dance numbers. So this was
Okay.
inspiration, choreography. And did you see her dancing?
it's awful.
Yeah, she didn't really pick up much.
That woman is a rhythmic. I don't care what anybody says. There's no Latino in there. There's no black in her. I can assure you
There you
guys.
go. Just for
I
that,
can assure you there's no
she
black in her
can
there.
dance. Everything.
I have never seen such an arrhythmic person. But let's go. But the important part is coming. For teaching me the importance of handwritten thank you notes and for giving me that signature Markle knows. I love you, Exo Bean.
Hmm. So, you know, trying to get
Wait,
rid
this
of
is Meghan
something.
Markle too. Classic Jim. That's one of her accounts too.
Oh, is that who
The
to?
comment then that so she writes her own
Oh
comments
yeah,
to herself.
absolutely,
How many
Manuela.
mirrors does she have
I
in that
have
fun house head of hers?
I have no clue, Manuela.
Hmm.
And when people say about the cocaine, no, I just don't. Okay, but what is your take on her nose?
I think she definitely did have something done. And I think it's to like what I was saying before, it's a statement about her past, trying to distance herself from that which identifies her to her father. Like she's making a clean break. She's doing these things because she thinks that that's her path to changing and being more accepted. I think she understands that she's not accepted and then she has to work on the inside. She's not doing that. And I think she thinks it's going to improve her likability or it's going to change the narrative. This will be we'll talk about this and it'd be more about how it looks, and it's not really going to address things that or the substance that really matters. And that's all the other things that we talk about with the things she's doing to her own husband, what she's done to the royal family. I think the children are not in a good spot because I just don't think she's a very caring kind of a mother who hasn't put the importance of her children being connected to their legacy of royalty. You think about how they are missing out on so much that they are entitled to, regardless of if you're a royalist or not. These children are being deprived of something very valuable to their upbringing because that's their lineage. That's where they come from. And and I'm sure Harry would like to have his children come to the UK and to know their cousins and grandparents, but they never will.
I'm showing this picture so people can see it side by side, guys. Emanuela was telling me, because Manuela is an expert on this thing, that around this area, you can see how different it is. Around this area, it's so straight because she has fillers all the way here. Can you see where I'm pointing, guys?
Mm-hmm.
She's
Mm-hmm.
had fillers there because, and like the way this goes straight up, right, Manuela?
Mm-hmm.
And fillers here because this looks full. If you look
Along
at this,
the hairline,
along the hairline.
Yeah. And you do that. That thing that everybody does in the mirror. When we go in front of the mirror, we pick up our cheeks a little bit. We do that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what they do is they put filler in that area back there along the hairline. And if you pay close attention, it looks more lifted along her hairline in the after, let's say, the most recent picture. So there's more volume. Instead of being flatter, it's fuller. And then up here, she's fuller. So she's got that higher cheekbone.
Mm-hmm.
Here, her jaw, instead of being smaller, do you notice how much bigger it is in this area? And and the drop, and they put a drop definitely on her chin, at the bottom of her chin, to give her more of that V shape.
Oh.
When we're younger, we're V shape.
Yeah.
When we're older, we become A shape.
You become inverted. Your V gets inverted. I know.
Yeah. So she's trying to be more V, because I also find very funny the narrative, or that they're always a young couple. Young family, young couple. That's like, seriously, they're all in they're
40. Meghan is
they're in their
44.
menopause years. Well, how young?
Exactly. Yeah.
Young is right now, young is 15 to 25. That's a young couple.
Yeah. But 44?
But 44.
Come on. Come on, guys. I mean, look
Mm-hmm.
at the young side of she's older than Catherine.
Yes.
Okay? She's older than Catherine. And
But I
people
think
say
that's a part of her. She wants to be this ingenue, right? She wants to be this young and naive and innocent. It's everything that she's not. She's trying so hard to distance herself from who she is at her core. And it's as plain as on her face who she is. And so she's changing her nose.
Carmen Rand, 60
Carmen Rand.
donating.
Thank you, Carmen. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone's support. I really do. And also those that donated, not through this platform, but outside of the platform, they'll be getting thank you cards if they haven't gotten them already. But
Yeah.
yeah.
And Denise wants to know, is she perimenopause time? Is she in perimenopause?
Yeah. Of course, yes.
Yeah,
Hello.
she definitely is. Yeah.
Absolutely. Even if you don't feel it, in your 40s, your skin, your body, your metabolism starts changing. And so you have this change in your hormones. That's what the perimenopause is. So instead of having a regular kind of predictable estrogen level, it starts to change.
Yeah.
So
it changes quickly, and for some it takes a lot longer.
And so this is when, because I've noticed even for myself, like it's harder to lose weight. So like your metabolism starts to slow down, your skin becomes less firm and plump. It starts to be less elastic.
Yes.
Right.
Your elasticity goes down. So you lose. So there's a couple of things that happens, Pudina, is that your collagen goes down. So the amount of collagen you have comes down. So basically you have less thick or firm skin. It's like fabric. Instead of being 800 thread count, now you become a 500 thread count. You have less collagen fibers. Then on top of that, you lose the fat or the essential fatty acids that the estrogen and those hormones bring. So you start to lose volume. That's why you start to see the sagging, right? You lose the elasticity. So the bounce, the memory isn't there anymore. So it starts to be less collagen and looser collagen. It doesn't bounce back. So all of these things start happening as you go through menopause. So as body, what happens is you have less mitochondria. Your mitochondrial level goes down. This is why perimenopause, menopausal women, this is why exercise is so important, because, and I'm not talking kill yourself exercise, like making yourself crazy in the gym. I'm talking a 20-minute walk twice a day at a pace where you can talk. You can't sing, but you walk fast enough that you can talk. That will increase your mitochondria. That will change the rate of your aging. You'll actually, they call it zone 2. If you can stay in zone 60% of your heart rate for 20 minutes a couple of times a day, that will literally change the trajectory of how quickly you lose elasticity, how fast your skin ages.
Oh, wow. Okay. And water, of course, too, drinking lots of water.
Water is very good. You want to drink water. You want to have protein.
Mm-hmm.
You need to have complete protein, not just collagen. So people think, well, I take collagen, that's enough. Yes, collagen is a protein, but it's not a complete protein. It's actually missing tryptophan. So you need tryptophan to sleep, right? And it helps calm you down.
I gotta say that, and your subscribers are on fire with their comments today. Laughing. It's so funny. But I want to show you something because, we've seen the nose. Definitely, she did something with the nose. I mean,
Yeah.
you have to be plastic surgeons to know, And the thing is, why it bothers me? It's not for face shaming her or anything. It's because her Sussex squad has to be so mean
Yes,
and say, always criticize Princess Catherine. Remember when she was so slim?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and now that
Mm-hmm.
Meghan Markle is sagging bones because, in my very humble opinion, allegedly for legal reasons, Ozempic,
Yeah.
not natural thing. Um, Nobody's talking about that she's skin and bones. And you remember how hard they went after
Yeah.
Catherine?
Mm-hmm.
Naturally beautiful. They want to always portray her as this naturally beautiful thing. And Flexible
And
says,
young.
and young, like though she's a young kid, even the way that, okay, this is where I want to get to Pat, because who writes like
Mm-hmm.
that, Trisha? Who writes like
Mm-hmm.
that? Remember this white dress, Pat, when she was pregnant, the Victoria Beckham dress?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is that heart mom, the one that her little boy died, whose name is George, and her daughter's name is Lily. Isn't that weird? Right?
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Now, so for FYI, people, this woman was friends with Trevor Engelson. Megan knows them through Trevor Engelson.
Oh, okay. Yes. The lawyer. He's the lawyer for Trevor, her
Yeah,
husband.
or used to.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you, sweet M. Can't these people write a whole name? It's not like her name is Macarena, you know? Yeah, you're pure magic, a force of fun, light, and so much love. Thank you for being the kind of friend who makes everything better and way more fun.
Oh, yes.
Here's to the best trip around the sun yet. This captures us perfectly. 2 stars, right? Love you so very much.
But even this son, didn't she use it for her son's birthday too? Wasn't
Yes,
that
she
with the
did
boy?
that. Yeah, she
Yeah,
used it
so
for
we
the son.
know.
Okay. Okay, this is one, right? I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
show you because only 3 people posted about her. Oh, and that crazy Asian guy, but I don't think he posted about her or like her, like I think it did like a
Do you
story,
think she has their passwords?
probably. This is that Jamie Ling
Mm-hmm.
weird looking woman. Happy birthday, Aunt Megan. Wonder had so much fun making this rainbow for you. Can't wait to see what we learn in season 2 of your show. Thanks for being love, light, and such a generous friend to everyone you meet.
It's almost like there's this constant reinforcement. You're so nice. You're so loving. Like they're constantly saying these phrases that I feel like were given in a bulletin to all the friends to say when they post about her, because she wants to go against the narrative that she's not these things. So she's having all of her friends, people. I mean, we see it all the time. It's like they always talk about what a good, nice person she is. It's overload. It's
Oh,
we
but
know
it
the
gets
truth.
worse. Let's get through the last comment here.
Okay,
This is
okay, do the
Abigail
last one.
Spencer because they both have their birthday on the same day. You know that Abigail Spencer was actually able to show almost like 30 messages in her stories of people actually congratulating her. Megan couldn't do that. And then she goes, Abigail Spencer, as glorious as the day I met you, champagne in human form, a creature unlike any other. That I can get on board with. Thank you for being a sister in this life and beyond. Sounds like, Buzz Lightyear. Words can capture. That's also true. From the rooftops. Why do they do this? Like words can capture from the rooftops. So
Yeah,
grateful for your life, Megan, and a star. Thanks for saving mine. Love, abs.
yeah. It's overload. It's too
They were
much.
both born on the August.
Yeah.
But what's
August 4th. They were both born on the same day.
no? I get that. That's their twin.
One was born in 81 and the other one in 84.
Is that what that means?
Yeah.
Ah,
Let me see Megan's legs. You see, I'm telling you, she was chunkier. It could be her on that picture.
Yeah, she was chunkier. She was a little bit more
We're having
younger.
we're having this debate,
I
Pat.
think she has a brand book that every friend she meets here, she says, "Nice to meet you. Here is my brand book. When you write
Yep.
about me, page 7, page 8, they have, all of that."
Hmm.
But
Okay,
Yep.
Pat.
so,
Who
That's exactly
in the
right.
hell, Pat, talks like that? Can you imagine I haven't seen even a celebrity write about other celebrities like that. Who in the hell writes like that? Can you please tell me?
I know.
No, no, for real. I'm
It
gonna get some water.
You
Okay.
know, people, I just think, see, these people are all very savvy about their brand. They're very savvy about how they are portrayed to, the other people that they want to get in their orbit, their circles. And I think they do it because they're trying to send messages to people that they want to be um, in their circle, in their, what's the word? I'm thinking of the, you
The
know,
circle of evil, Satan, exorcism.
you
Tell me where to stop.
y-
in their sphere of influence.
yeah, she's just trying to be something that she's not, and she needs these other people to validate the things that she's trying to do, and so they're part of that messaging for her, that
Totally.
that
They're,
that
they're
painting of this picture.
Yeah, they're like assistants or they're participants, and they have to do these certain things so they can continue to play.
Cult.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
word cult.
Cult
exactly.
is a good word. Cult is a good word.
Yeah, I mean, and I
You
mean,
know,
just but you just look at how she threw away Jessica Maroney, how Megan just threw her away, right? And because it was all about self-preservation, it wasn't really about being there for a friend. It was about, you're going to damage me. I'm not going to talk to you, and just threw the girl away. And I just think she's just not a very good person to even try to come to her friend's rescue in some kind of way. I
well,
think
that
that
was the
was just
friend that
so
opened the
wrong.
doors, right? That was the friend that literally
Yes.
opened the doors for her, and then she
Mhm.
turned around and slammed those doors shut on her.
Yeah. Yeah. And she
You
was
know,
the friend
this
that
is a
helped her
very
to
good
meet
one from
royalty, I
another.
think.
But this is one of very good coming from one of your subs, Helena Nilsson. No birthday
Mhm.
posts from Serena Williams, Oprah, or Kerry Washington. What
That's
happened to Kerry
right.
Washington?
Yeah. Well, Carrie, I think, was just really trying to be nice, but she was like not trying to get too close. I think, their publicists are telling them you can't really be seen with her or doing, too many events that seen at the Beyonce concert. So she has to walk this very carefully tightrope where she's balancing, not trying to be rude, but at the same time trying to not be too close. I mean, if these are real friends, they're definitely going to be sending you birthday wishes on social media. So it
You
says a
know,
lot.
Pink Label says she can only pay two friends, so she has to walk. You know what? I think that there's something called reputation that no money can buy you. And you would need a lot of money in order for you not to care about your reputation if you're gonna talk out. I think Carrie actually did what did she? Let me go to her Instagram account
Hmm.
because I didn't know that Gary. I don't follow these people. That's the lady I'm following.
Yeah, let me see.
Let me see. Kerry Washington. I have her here. Kerry Washington. She has more followers than Megan. If she did, it was a story because it's not on the. When was this one? 6 weeks ago. Let me see. This is 4 weeks ago. 4 weeks. So she's not really on Instagram. Then she's 1 week ago. Um, 3 days ago. I don't see anybody there.
Oh,
Where?
she was saying happy birthday to somebody, but it wasn't.
No. Happy birthday to my imperfect women brother, Leslie Don Jr.
Yeah.
And then she's
So
showing some products. No, there's nothing there, but maybe in the stories there's something there about Meghan Markle. Nope. Nope. Not the stories. I don't see
In the
anything.
stories, they disappear, don't they? Like after 24 hours or
I,
something.
I have no clue, but I haven't seen anything because it would have been in the news. Let's not
Yeah, they
forget
would
it. If
have
somebody
you
had,
would have seen it.
yeah, yeah. Like I mean, because we would have if any celebrity had. What about Gwyneth Paltrow, her bestie?
Yeah.
About
Well,
was it women saying
we
that she
know
doesn't put other women down?
Gwyneth is so I think Gwyneth is regretting like that whole thing that she did with Megan. She seems to really have gotten herself in a conundrum with that whole thing, and she's really trying to distance herself because it was too that fire was too hot for her. It was too much, and
Yeah.
she's definitely not trying to show any birthday wishes.
But nobody is. How about Oprah? Isn't Oprah
Yeah.
one of her best? Didn't Oprah take private jet planes? Look at this, Pat. Pat, look.
Ice.
So
So
cute.
cute.
Gwyneth
My
lost
other.
subscribers.
Look, look.
Now,
uh,
what I want. Oh, you want to see Siri? This is embarrassing.
Siri is
You see that, Pat?
okay. Is she inside a bed?
She's that's the thing that Manuela has there. See?
Oh, how cute.
Oh no, she's positioned herself there. Nobody's moving her from there. It's and yeah, but I gotta tell you something. I wanted to show you something because while we were doing while I was doing research, right? You know that Megan name drops this guy, right? This funky person, right?
funky.
Okay.
Funky person. And are you guys seeing it? Yeah. It says
Yeah.
Megan blowing out candles on a beautiful 24-hour. Can you read it, Manuela? Because I'm going to put this here for Pidem. Okay, now I got it. On on a beautiful 24 hours and thanking my husband, friends, and family for making it so special. To those of you I don't know but who send love every day, thank you so much. Please know I feel it and appreciate it. And just to get a little foodie on you, this dinner last night at Funky LA with the culinary mastery of Ivan Funky and his team is in the top 5 meals of my life. Extraordinary pasta. Thank you for a standout dining experience, right?
Okay.
She's not showing the other people
Or the food.
Yeah.
because I can understand her doing one picture of herself. Fine. I know you're a narcissist. I get that. I can respect that. But then take your husband, do a group picture, a picture with the chef.
Yeah. Yeah. Picture with the chef.
Yes, and then I found out, because you know that we do research here, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, this guy is not even Michelin star. He is, he's decent, but he's not Michelin star or anything like that. He's mentioned he does pasta, but he has this Netflix show,
Okay.
and he's with this guy. For example, remember Sofia Vergara's ex-husband? He's in Magic Mike.
Oh, okay.
And did they do the show Nonnas or something?
I have
Or
no
they're
idea.
doing something about making this
Pasta.
or
This is
Netflix. You're right. It's a Netflix thing about
it's a
making
Netflix thing.
touch,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, yes, yes. This is May 27, but this is June 10. This is coming because he's doing chef's table noodles. So Meghan Markle
Chef's
wants to
Big Leader
convince
show.
him to come on her show.
Okay. Yeah. She wants this guy on her show. Well, if he's doing something for Netflix, wouldn't Netflix try to well, they don't. They've gotten rid of her,
Netflix is
so maybe they wouldn't.
Netflix
Never
has
mind.
also been exposed to her culinary talent and her talents in the kitchen. I really think we need to look somewhere else for talent for her because it's definitely not in the kitchen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fifi
Mhm.
Butterfly. The cake isn't great looking. Manuela noticed that. And by the way, the best part of that restaurant, Pat, is the rooftop. She couldn't. Oh,
Oh.
and that restaurant or that guy used to be very famous 2 years ago. The last celebrity sighting, Manuela corrected me because I thought it was last year, was
Mhm.
oh, thank you, what's it called? Beck in Tiger for your charity, Pidina. I couldn't figure out the donation page. I'm sorry, but I wanted to support you in your endeavors with the children and hope you can keep it going. Oh, I'm
Thank
so
you so much. Be kind, Tiger. Thank you very much, and for your membership. You're
yes,
a
yes.
member. Thank you, dear.
And then that Jamie Kern message is that. So what happened is I thought it was last year, right? The last celebrity sighting was Kim Kardashian and her birthday in October. So I figured it was October last year. So I'm mouthing off. I did it. It's on my last video. Mouthing off with Manuela next to me, and it was no. It's not. It's 2023.
Yeah, not 24, 2023. So she's 22 months after the height, after the trend.
After the, I'm sorry, I missed. There's
After
something I
the guy
missed.
became well, the guy used to be very hot 23 months ago.
Oh, okay,
Not
okay,
anymore.
No longer an
okay,
it spot.
okay.
It's a
He's no
has
longer.
well, it's a was spot.
Okay.
You know, like
Well,
she couldn't even get on the rooftop, which is the hottest place to, is the trendy place to be.
yeah, yeah. Well, it's all coming out. She's toast. She's toast. It's like I always say on my channel. Okay, girl, what you getting ready to do now? What you getting ready to do? Because we're gonna watch you and we're gonna just look and see and just like, okay, well, that's interesting. You got some rose wine. You go, oh, okay. Because did you hear the most recent thing that she sold 10,000 bottles of rose wine
That's
in 10
absolutely BS.
minutes? It's
Nah,
bad. It's like really for real, side eye all day. What? No, you did not.
no. If she sold 10,000 bottles in 10 minutes and it's $30 a bottle, nobody on this planet would let that business die and not remonetize and restock and scale that business up. It would be
Yeah,
too easy. Who would throw that away?
exactly.
Yes.
That's a good point.
The
Yeah,
funding you would get if she could prove that, the
yeah, those numbers.
and the support behind her would be through the roof.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, but it's not there. It's all made up. It's almost like it's the PR game. It's not really trying to grow a business. It's a PR. It has nothing to do with trying to really scale
Yeah.
this business. It's
Can you
just about
imagine?
really improving her image.
What would
Hmm.
you say if your friend, you're having coffee with your girlfriend, and she says, "You know, I started a business and I sold 10,000 bottles of wine in 10 minutes, but I just thought, yeah, I don't want to do this anymore. I just thought that I've done that.
Yeah,
That's off my bucket list." You'd be like, "Give me the keys to that business."
ex- exactly. Yeah.
If you're giving it away,
Yeah.
I'll take it off your hands.
Yeah. I
Can
mean,
you
it
imagine?
doesn't make sense. Yeah.
Can you imagine? Oh my God, I'm going to make so much money that I'm going to stop.
Yeah. Oh, it's too much.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine you going, oh my God, they're going to give me like millions of dollar donation. I'm going to stop at $10,000 because I don't want to get a
Yeah.
$100 donation.
It
In what
doesn't make
world?
sense.
I mean, this is the thing that drives me crazy. Do they think we're stupid?
Right. Well,
They
she
treat us like
does
we're stupid.
clearly.
And this would be exactly the time she would prove that she was bigger than the game, that she was bigger than the Royals and bigger than this is where she would have been able to flaunt it because nobody does that 10,000 units. I've been in this TV shopping or dollar per minute business for a very long time, direct to consumer. That is a
Mhm.
dream. And those
Yes.
dreams are brief.
Right. Yes. Doesn't make sense. I
No,
mean,
no.
it's almost psychotic. That kind of behavior is so, how do you behave like this and not understand that you're in a real I like to say conundrum right now. Like, how do you get out of this? How are you going to keep pretending for the next 5 years that you're growing a business and you're successful at it when you're really not? Like, how does this end? What happens?
I mean, and I got to tell you something because I just got to, when we talk about people like Megan, this is one of the things that I was talking with Andrew Lowney today. It's a very good,
Hmm.
you're gonna guys gonna like it. Because how did the press or the main press sold Meghan Markle like this multimillionaire? Pat, I wish you had been with me on that street with Pat,
Mm,
with Manuela. Because you would think, how the hell? But this is what the press, the Independent, the Telegraph, this is a picture of Meghan Markle and Doria, which was supposedly taken on a trip to Rwanda. I didn't know that LA Park was called that.
Oh my goodness. Are they trying to say they went to Rwanda with
This
in
is when
this?
in 2017, in 2018.
That's ridiculous. No. Mm-mm. No. No.
It's still there. I'll send you the article because Doria, and they sold it that she was posing with Doria in Rwanda.
Mm. I don't think so,
No,
but
that's not
okay.
Rwanda. But this is the problem that people, the lies, Pat, and it was.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like 10,000 bottles, and how long did it take her to do the 10,000 bottles?
10 minutes.
That's fucking mistake. That's not bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
1,000 bottles a minute.
That's absolute
Mm-hmm.
bullshit. I don't even think she had 100 bottles.
Do you know 1,000 bottles a minute? Unless like it is just that's like 10,000 calls coming in at once and being processed, and people finding their credit card and calling and getting all their details. It just doesn't even.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
1,000 in 10
Remember,
minutes.
she doesn't sell a bottle; she sells it by 3.
That's fine. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But even
Mm-hmm.
the units of 10,000, that's we do that if we do that what 30,000, 300,000, $300,000.
So how come this woman is not a multi-billionaire by now? Given, or why doesn't she have like, by the way, the company that's selling her wine filed for chapter 11.
Interesting. When did
Person
they
bought this
file?
big company, they filed their chapter 11.
What
That's
the when?
1.8 million an hour. Who's going to turn that down?
Right.
If
And
you
she doesn't even have to step on the grapes with those skanky feet of her, those alligator things. Can you imagine Megan smashing grapes?
imagine if
Oh my
you did
She
God.
could
an
go
hour
through
a
a
day.
lot of grapes without those big feet of hers.
Well, maybe that's it. It's because they only work an hour a week. That's why those 10 minutes over that they were overachievers in those 10 minutes.
No, but can you imagine her smashing grapes?
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? I'd pay money for that.
She'd be good at it.
If
She has
Megan were to
both,
do,
doesn't she?
if Megan would, yeah, remember like I Love Lucy. Do you guys
Yeah.
remember?
Like
I don't know.
I
Flipper.
remember that.
I
I
do.
remember.
Okay, I don't know. Maybe some of the audience, but I don't know if you guys remember the show I Love Lucy, and she's with her friends and they're stamping on grapes. Can you imagine Meghan Markle stamping on grapes? Them big ass feet. She would go through it like no time.
Oh my
You,
goodness. Yes. Yes. Yes.
it's like,
There's
and she's only
there's
putting her name on it because she doesn't have a liquor license.
oh no.
She doesn't
Wait a
have a
minute.
liquor
She did.
license. She is allowing the company to use her name, but she doesn't have a liquor license.
They just take a label off. So
Yeah.
you have to touch it. Like it's zero work.
So she's getting a percentage. She's not getting the whole money for it.
So have some kind of deal, like, once later that it will be all her profit, or like, is that just how it
But
works in
she
that
gets a cut.
industry?
She gets a cut because that way she doesn't produce it. She doesn't do anything. She just says, "Can you put your name to it?" And this is the company that filed for Chapter 11.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
Don't
it is.
yeah.
What do you think of that? I mean, and Pat, since you are in the IRS thingy, have they filed for the 2023 at least IRS report?
Oh, I can look real quick if
Can
you
you please
want.
look real quick because I checked yesterday and I didn't find it, but maybe I don't know how to find it because
Yeah, okay. Let me
Oh,
see.
Lorraine just tried the website and it didn't work.
Oh, for Megan's stuff, it didn't work?
Yeah. Fifi
Oh.
Butterfly toe jam is her jam. No, it's spread. She spreads everything. I don't want to get to here, but this woman is like, can you imagine
Of
her?
course she made
Why does
spread.
she hate herself so much? I mean, that's what drives me insane. That they want to portray her as though she's always a teen, like she's this young woman. You're
Aspirational.
aspirational, yeah, whatever. You know, leader.
She's,
And Harry was not with her. You know that even for the 4th of July, Pat, you and I talked about it. Why not show a picture of her with her back with Harry? You don't have to show them together on the July 4th with the fireworks and the kid, the back, so the kid, because that's wonderful, right? 4th of
Yeah.
July.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, you couldn't even show the back because we know Harry doesn't approve of the children, but you could show them somewhere in the vicinity, with you, and she doesn't. That's
And by
very
the way,
telling.
Denise, you're right. She still hasn't trademarked the thing. It's not approved yet. The trademark is not approved because
Mm.
people are opposing it.
I like that. You're so right.
Which one?
She knows what hard work looks like. She knows
Where is
what,
that?
that one. She knows what hard work looks like. I know what it looks like.
I used to watch my daddy doing it all the time.
That's right. I've seen other people on TV once or twice. I've seen people do it. I've heard about it. I know what it looks like. I can spot it.
Right. Right.
Manuela, this is Manuela. Her name is Manuela. She does our skincare routine for me and Pidina and everything. And so she's amazing. Okay, how old do you think Manuela is? Get closer, Manuela, because people have put filters in this shit, and I don't. Can you tell me, whoever can say how old she is? No plastic surgery. Just Teresa is 34. I don't want you still next to me. 41, 42, 54, 54. They're going because you're standing next to me and they know my age. You guys are sneaky. 51, 59. Pammy is getting you're like 47. Oh, but you saw the episode where she said her age, so you can't do that. You already gave her the said 60 earlier. So
62.
She's 62. You guys were paying attention.
62.
Wow, you look really
I make
good.
skincare, so that does help because I practice what I preach.
Yeah.
Many
Mm-hmm.
people for the last 27 years in the US.
Customers, and I will leave the link so you guys can go buy yourself some stuff.
And you can join me on HSN on September 16th and 17th.
We'll leave the links for that. Leave the links for that because you're going to see her in action. I had to sit with her, Pidina, and I just wanted her far away from me because it's like, it's beautiful. Yeah, she's beautiful. No way, 62. Yeah, right. I want to.
Gone through menopause and no HRT, and we can talk about this on another.
What is HRT? What is HRT?
No hormone replacement therapy.
Okay, thank you for telling me that.
Yeah, I don't do that.
I'm
not a candidate, so that's why it's also really important that I use my skincare, maintain my elasticity.
Yeah.
Yes. And she's an amazing cook. I think I'm gonna gain weight again. But oh look, Margot gifted Pidina 5 memberships. So what do you
thank you. Thank you.
When is Meghan Markle's
thank you, Margot Go.
when is Meghan Markle's second season dropping? And Harry was not with her on her birthday, by the way.
Didn't they drop the second season? Did it drop all over the ground?
I thought it was supposed to be in September.
Well, didn't she say Chrissy Teigen and Jose Andres was going to be there? Everybody would be advertising already because we're mid-August almost.
But
there's nothing. There's no teaser.
I thought they canceled it. I thought she's going to be no more. So they still are going to go ahead with it?
I have no clue.
Well, I guess they produced it.
They've already shot it. They're going to do it.
Ladies, I have to say something. They produced it, but not with the people she claims she did it with. She said that Jose Andres and Chrissy Teigen. I haven't heard anything, even by Chrissy Teigen or anything about Meghan Markle or Jose Andres.
Maybe they're not allowed to announce it. Maybe they want to keep everybody in suspense. They're building it up.
Well, we saw what Martha Stewart said. Martha Stewart did the best dissing I've ever seen anybody do. It's like she praised Gwyneth Paltrow, and I hope Meghan Markle knows how to do authentic, because authenticity is very important. It's like, and she's like, Gwyneth Paltrow's an Oscar winner, and Meghan Markle, I hope she knows what she's doing because,
Who's the one? Is it Martha Stewart also said, "Oh, did it already air?"
Yes, that's it. I did a video, but that was very spicy. That's the one where Jose Andres was asked point blank if he was going to ever participate in Meghan Markle's show, and he said, "No, I don't think so." And then,
Oh,
the back,
sorry.
it's her back. Sorry.
Sorry.
And then Martha's a class act. Chrissy
Yeah,
Teigen is
she
Meg.
is.
Hi. Yes, I know.
You know, like
I know.
Chrissy Teigen. So I think that she filmed the second season because not second season, the 16 episodes. But remember that she put Ted Sarandos in the spot when she did that. Remember we talked about this, Pat.
Oh, yeah, that's
That
right.
that
When
was
she
a way
was
for her to
in,
put Ted Sarandos on the spot and produce Jose Andres because the day before the interview aired and Jose Andres was asked point blank.
What's wrong? Your hip?
It's her little hip. Yeah, it's her little hip.
Oh.
Just
She wants to be close to her mommy. And
oh,
we're trying to accommodate.
see, Pat. See, see.
Up. Yeah.
She's a little diva. You know, Sirieta. Hello, is Pidana frozen? No, there you are.
no,
But no,
I'm
but
here.
can you imagine, Pat? Can you imagine that woman and Martha Stewart? I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, Siri, gordita, you're going to the ground because
Okay.
you're too fat for me.
I think there was a song that said that.
No, sorry. I didn't mean to say fat. I meant to say she's heavy for me. She's lost weight. And yes, I bought this stroller. I bought this stroller. I don't care. I really don't care. Ron made fun of me. I don't care. I bought this stroller.
Oh,
Does anybody know that polka song? But she's too fat for me.
No. But you know, so but I mean, where do you think is gonna land this thing on her whatchamacallit? On the second season? Because there's nothing on Chrissy Teigen. Go
uh,
on Chrissy Teigen website or Instagram or whatever. There's nothing there.
yeah. So that's the only celebrity that they're saying is going to be on the show.
Jose
Like,
Andres.
well,
She said Jose Andres in the top 100.
okay, and him, of course. But I'm just saying, it's a season 2. I mean, there has to be at least 5 people, at least,
Eight.
at
There's 8
minimum.
episodes.
So who else is going to be on the show?
Maybe you know what? Whom she didn't have. This is very interesting because I wanted to ask you this.
Oh yeah, it does. I guess season 2 will feature new celebrity guests, including Chrissy Teigen and Jose Andres.
Okay.
But who is this AI? Okay, that's AI overview.
Oh,
Netflix.
I don't know.
Netflix hasn't
Sorry.
confirmed it, and Chrissy Teigen has
I
not
didn't know
confirmed
that
it.
worked like that.
You know, no,
Okay.
that they haven't confirmed it. This is what Meghan said.
Oh.
She's the one who announced it. She even said that Ted Sarandos was going to kill her for saying this.
Yeah.
So it's
When
really
she
important.
did the times 100.
Yes, it is very important. Yes.
See, this is very good lesson.
Yes,
I
no,
just
because
learned.
you see, AI repeats. Okay, guys, ChatGPT will grab from all the articles or things that are put out in the paper, right?
Yeah.
And they will give you an
Mhm.
overview. So if there is articles of Meghan Markle saying she's going to have Chrissy Teigen and Jose Andres, then
Mhm.
that's going to be information that they grab, but it doesn't mean that it's from a source, a real source.
Because chat doesn't vet it. It doesn't
No.
actually discriminate it. So it just includes it in
It just included, right? Mhm.
Exactly, because it's part of the article. So that's
Look
what
at
ChatGPT does. This is why I said, you know, like this is what I said, and this is what Andrew Lowney was telling me, Pat, that people were trashing his sources.
Mhm. Yeah. Well,
know?
I mean, people are going to do that. I think it's like I said at the beginning, there's an agenda behind helping Harry. And so they come out attacking anything that's going to really tell the truth about Harry because they're really trying to help him get back into the royal fold. So, no, yeah, I mean, but
Because if you
this,
go to if you go to Netflix, Pat, they are already
Mhm.
advertising shows that are like in November, December.
Yeah, they're always doing teasers. But even in this, everything is stale date. I mean, it's dated like April, May, March. Nothing recent.
Mhm.
No, but there's nothing, and it's what 2 weeks away, 2-3 weeks away. There's nothing, Pat,
We're
on the
here.
Netflix.
Fall is around the corner.
If you
Yeah.
go to Netflix, Instagram, they're advertising all kinds of shows. And even if you get into Netflix itself, they're saying coming soon. There's nothing
Yeah.
about Meghan.
Okay, can I just say I've been searching the IRS's website and I searched my charity, it came up. I searched Archwell and now it's not even coming up.
I know. I know.
That's interesting.
I can send you. Would you like me to give you the number of the charity? Maybe with that it'll help you.
The EIN number?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, send it to me, but I mean, it should have come up by just the
Yeah,
name.
because you should have been able to do that. And when you get the EIN number, it's very interesting what you will find.
Oh, okay, send it to me.
Yeah, I can give you the EIN number right now if you want. I have it right here, but I'll send it
Okay,
to you.
just
So you
send it
can,
to me, please. Yeah,
I have all the numbers there, and it doesn't appear anymore.
that's interesting. That is a very telling. Now, okay, so you go back. So since 2022, she had not filed. I know if you don't file for 3 years in a row, you lose your charity status. You just lose it. So I'm wondering if something happened where they're just letting it go under.
Well, have they emptied it out? Is it just a shell at this point?
They can't empty it out. There has to be an audit. When they have millions there, Manuela. It's not like, but the IRS, even with like, you have to audit, and it's millions. Didn't they have like $8 million or something? I'll tell you because I have it here. I have at least the last one, or the impact report that they put out. If you go to their website, they have an
Yeah.
impact report that looks legit, but it's not really filed by the IRS because it's not listed with the IRS, right? They had over
Mhm.
almost $9 million in cash.
Wow.
Great to pay this.
So, yeah, I mean,
Donate to good causes.
and then they use that money to justify taking the private jets and having the charity pay for it so that they don't have to pay for it themselves. And they use it as a way to support their lavish lifestyle.
So they dodge the taxes and get the full pop of the write-offs.
Yeah, but okay,
Mm,
you have a
mhm.
U.S. charity, so you know more about this. If you want to close a charity, um, what don't you have to be audited?
No, not necessarily. It depends on what you have written in your bylaws, because there's usually a dissolution of the charity section in the bylaws where you talk about once it is no longer going to exist, you talk about how you're going to dissolve it. But there's no requirement by the IRS for an audit. Audits are extremely expensive, and it's not a requirement. I know that by the IRS.
But really, according to my friend in the IRS, says when a charity dissolves because they don't do their tax returns, they are automatically audited. Because
Okay.
the difference, if you're up to date, like you, for example, let's say you're up to date in your charity, and then you said, I'm going to close my charity, but you're up to date with your taxes. So you would need
Yeah.
to file the taxes, which have to be made public because it's a public charity, and then you can dissolve it. But when you
Well,
have
who?
not posted,
Okay. Well, who's paying? IRS isn't paying for it.
no, it's the charity or the people, the director board, they get paid for that. They have to pay for
Well,
that.
I know if we ever did, I mean, there's no way we could afford an audit. I mean, we're not big enough for an
Yeah,
audit. I mean, that's just too
the fund.
much money.
Yeah, because remember, it's a public charity, Pat. This is not an NGO, it's a public charity.
Right. But they're
Yeah.
expensive nonetheless. So,
Responsible and accountable for all of that.
You have to, because that is the difference in NGO and public charity. A public charity, the records have to be made public. I have requested the tax return filed because they cannot just send you the impact report, because impact report, you can put anything.
mhm.
You have to
Mhm.
have the ones that the IRS and that are listed on the IRS website, and they have
Yeah.
not sent it to you. And you know that if anybody requests an income tax from you, you have to send it by law.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's obvious that they don't have it on the website for the IRS, so they need to send it, and maybe they just don't have it to send because they haven't done it.
Yeah, but that's against the law. This is what I said, because I was talking to my friend, and my friend goes like, wait a minute, I can't even find it. And she works with the IRS.
Mhm.
And she
Mhm.
goes, this is really weird. And she works with the IRS. So I
Right.
sent her
It
the
is
EIN
weird.
number, and with the EIN, wait until I send you the EIN number and you look for it, Pat. I think you're gonna do a video about it. And
Mhm.
and then we have like, and then she was telling me, when there's a public charity, because there's a difference, and you haven't done your taxes, you're not up to date in your taxes, and
Mhm.
and it has to be dissolved, or you want to dissolve it, then it's kind of like a punishment. You have to pay for audit. So
Okay.
the assets that the charity has get frozen until you're able to disclose
Hmm.
where that money's going to go or something like that. So the IRS freezes your assets in the charity until everything is clarified. You see, there we go, frozen.
Wow. Okay. That's interesting.
So we're gonna see where it ends, because they don't have any money. She's not really making money. Harry doesn't want to be around that woman. You know,
Yeah. I clearly can tell that.
how can you tell?
I can just because he just seems very, I mean, distraught, and everything is like coming down to her being the problem to all his ills. Like everything is her fault. She is the elephant in the room for everything that's happened to him. He's lost into Bali. Do you know how important that was to him?
Why did he have to put that bitchy thing? You know what? I was really angry. I did a video about it because the charity commission is still protecting him. They chastised all the directors for making it public. No, even Dr. Chaudauka said the only reason why I'm sitting here is
Yeah.
because he went behind our backs and issued a very public statement to the press without even
Mm,
notifying us. And that guided hatred of the Sussex squad towards her and even brought her reputation into question.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's funny how the Charity UK say, "Oh, everybody's bad," and then they said that they found no misogyny nor misogynoir. And I'm thinking, but they did find that there could have been some actions that could have led
Well,
people to think.
they didn't investigate bullying or racism. That
No,
came out later. They didn't even that was not a part of their investigation. So of course they didn't find it because they didn't look for it. So that's a misleading statement that Harry was saying when he tried to say that, they didn't find that. Well,
Manuela, Maria G wants to ask if you have products for hair thinning from menopause.
We do. So on our website, we're going to be updating it, but pay attention around September 16th, isomers.ca, our website, we do. I could actually make you a little, that's the other thing.
Sample?
I could make you a little one in the meantime if you contact me through our social media at isomers.ca.
Instead that you watch
Contact
this
us.
live, Maria G, and that,
Or reach me through, Paula or YouTube. And I could hook you up with some serum for your hair for thinning hair.
Look at this. These are actual results.
These are real people's.
I even told her to put my pictures up.
Tomorrow is one of her afters. Tomorrow's one of your after days. We're doing clinical.
I used to model for AHS in Manuela.
Did you? In Florida, in St. Pete?
I used to live in Florida.
Yeah, no, you guys, we're women. And I was, like I was talking to Manuel. I don't know about you ladies, but I really hate it when people think that because we're of a certain age, we're no longer attractive or we don't have to look after ourselves. It's like, F you. I feel 20 and I have every right to look like it. Period.
I am starting a revolution. I'm starting a new movement. Everybody postman. I always think, all species, when the female of the species can no longer reproduce, they usually die, right? Like the end of their life cycle, usually, except humans and whales, right?
Yeah.
So that means that there's another plan for us after that time of our life, right? So we have that after our 60s, pretty much, we've got about another 25, 30 years. That must mean something. So there's a role we have to play. I think it's a power position. It's our next youth. It's our next career where we are the guides and the mentors and the strength. We're going to help our
Screw
children.
that. I just want to have fun.
And
I
our
already worked my
children's
ass off.
children. We are the information holders. Don't pawn it off to AI. We have a role. We don't want to be like
No, but
redundant.
some
And then we
people
want
make those
to
stupid
and then we want to
comments.
party nicely. What?
Yeah, and some people make comments. What do you care? It's like, shut
What do you mean, who cares?
Some people say that. Manuela, Candy Floss 5224 says, do you have products for someone going through chemo? Only my skin is terrible.
Yeah, you'll love the Ectowin. We do. Ectowin and copper peptides are amazing. Ectowin, they used to use Ectowin as an extremophile. And what they used to do with Ectowin is when people are on chemo or they're on radiation and they have a lot of irritation and dryness and sensitivity with their skin, this helps to calm and soothe and rebuild the skin barrier. Super important. And it's very proper because it balances the microbiome, helps to restore the microbiome. We know a lot about the living layer of the skin now, so I would try that.
I'm answering yes. I don't know if you ship to South Africa. Do you ship to South Africa?
I think so, but you're going to have to ask Marilyn. I do believe so. We ship everywhere. Everywhere they'll let us ship.
Yeah, and I think that's, this is her website. So go to Isomers because it's their Isomers CA.
Take
I will
the
leave the
skin
link.
test.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what you
this
did.
one.
The very first thing you did was the skin test.
Yes, it's
Do the skin test. Sign up for our newsletter. We have bonus sizes event on right now, which is really good. I like to call them isomores.
Just in case, me too. I feel like I deserve to look 16 because in my head I am 16. So I haven't grown up.
I think I was smarter when I was.
Yeah. But we're gonna see for the ventures of Meghan Markle, Meghan Markle, because the only thing that saves that wine is that she didn't step on them with her big ass feet. That's one of the things.
We do ship to France.
She does ship to France. Yes,
we do ship to France.
Yes, she ships everywhere unless your country doesn't allow you. Yes. So, but like Meghan Markle, we haven't heard anything on Netflix. I just went. Let me go double check because I don't want to give you guys false information because maybe
we don't want AI to tell us.
No. Maybe Netflix has updated and they have the Meghan Markle thing. Let me see. Oh no, Wednesday. Actually, Wednesday's pretty good. But let me show you guys so you can see.
But is there a way you could go to Netflix up and coming this month or something?
Yeah, you can get into Netflix and stuff like that, and Meghan is not there. But this is Netflix, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have. When did they post? This is 2 weeks ago. Wednesday, the next romance and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You have that. That's 2 weeks ago. There's nothing about Meghan Markle. There's this Meghan. Is that Meghan or no? I don't know. There's a movie called Meghan.
That's a movie, Megan. That's a part 2.
Oh no, this is Wednesday. But I don't know. I don't know who that is.
Oh.
Is it Women's Mixer? Oh God. We're not that desperate.
No. Or bored.
Yeah. But there's nothing here. But maybe in the stories, Pat.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's an Asian thing. Bye. If it was me, Siren Society, and Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
7 hours ago. And let's see if they follow Meghan. They might follow us ever since they're partners with her, right? Are they still partner with Netflix?
Who's still partnering with Netflix?
Is Netflix still partner with us ever?
With us ever?
Well,
I think until
one word, or as you write it like that.
You write it like that, but even if you put us ever, there's nothing there.
Yeah.
So
I don't think so. Wasn't it supposed to be renewed in September?
Well, no, but they were supposed to be partners with As Ever for real, not the show like the As Ever.
You mean
but
for the products?
With them.
Yeah.
What about with Love? Is that the one?
No.
As Ever is the brand.
I think that they do follow Meghan. Let me see I think they do follow Meghan. Yeah, they do follow Meghan, but they don't follow As Ever.
And does she have
That's interesting because they're supposed to be partners with the As Ever brand.
Yeah, but they're partnering with their As Ever brand.
No, I get it. As Ever brand, but what's her show called?
With Love, but that has nothing to do because the show. But they're supposed to be the As Ever brand is not called as. Okay, she said that she didn't want to call her brand With Love Meghan because she wanted it separate in case the show dies. She still had the partnership with Netflix. Right. Did I get that right, Pat?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
It says somebody's saying here, Manuela, are your products soy free? I can use products with soy or estrogen in them.
The only ones that have the soy and the estrogen is the phytoestrogen. Everything else is soy free.
I didn't even ask for that. Nella looks around 37. Get out of the way. Stay
What
away
did she
from me.
say?
That you look around 37. Stay away from me. No, don't. She looks so young. It's disgusting. But so I don't know what's going on with Meghan. What is going to happen with this woman if the second season doesn't air?
It's going to air.
You think it is?
But who is
I
she gonna-
do.
You really, Chrissy Teigen?
If it fails, is that not going to be like if this was you and you did a show and another show and as you it's out there, nobody's watching it. Aren't you going to just like it's feel horrible? Like is it better not to now air it, or do you want to rub more salt in this wound?
I think she wants to show success, regardless of if it succeeds or not, because you have to remember, she talked about, or at least I saw, there was going to be a third episode, a third series. Mm-hmm.
This is Chrissy Teigen. That's I don't know, it's a flower or something like that. That's Chrissy Teigen. She doesn't even talk about Meghan Markle at all.
And is that her Instagram?
Yeah, that's her Instagram. She doesn't. She has a podcast, and she hasn't had Meghan there.
Interesting.
That's her with. This is 2 days ago. I thank God for my craving. But whatever happened? What's the day today? When was Meghan Markle's birthday?
4 or 6. Today is
John
9.
Legend. Look at the difference. I will tell you guys this. At least John Legend stands by her when they're both narcissists, but she knows where her bread is buttered. She knows that without John Legend, she wouldn't be anything. But Meghan Markle doesn't even want Harry there, maybe because he's an idiot. I can't stand his voice. But at least she has John Legend, right? This is 5 days ago. There's nothing there about Meghan Markle.
That's interesting that there's no one promoting it.
No, let's see her stories. Maybe in her stories. No, Chrissy Teigen. I don't know what the hell that is. I have this looks like a perf thing. What the hell is that? Like she. Oh wait! Happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful secret. No pods. No pods is like it's her vet. Yeah, nothing about Meghan Markle. No promoting. You would think that this woman would be promoting Meghan Markle.
Yeah, you would think.
There's nothing about Meghan Markle. That is and she hasn't had her on her podcast.
Which goes to show they only do it when they're contracted to, not because they want to.
Exactly.
And when she said that she was thanking her family for being with her, who is she thanking? Ashley's gone.
What family? Exactly. I don't know. I just think she wants to portray something that's not there. She can say family knowing that there is no family, because she always wants to portray things not to the reality of, but what's in her head, her delusion.
And what do you think of this comment, Pat? Ted Sarandos, CEO of Netflix, said that Hermes blanket sold well after the docuseries. Also, the shoes Meghan wore sold loads. The docuseries was all about merging that Harry and Meghan played victims. What do you think of that? Did you really think that she sold stuff?
Personally, I think, but I'm going to answer my 2 cents. Hermes blankets sell perfectly fine without any endorsement because if you know, you know. You can never really find them. So I don't really see how that would have that much impact on it.
Yeah.
It's a very particular customer. And the average person doesn't really go for one of those blankets. And you won't buy it because you won't use it. You're not going to spend a few $1,000s on just this thing that you're looking at when you're worried about other things in life, personally.
Good point.
Hello, George, the Giant Slayer. I didn't send you the link because I didn't know if you were gonna come, but next Saturday, hope you can join us if you have time. Yay! All the girls go like crazy when they see George, the Giant Slayer. Guys, ladies, now everybody's talking about George. You know,
Right,
what is
George.
just to wrap it up? What do you foresee for Rachel Meghan Markle?
I foresee her changing her emphasis to be more within the war of the Sussexes. When this relationship goes south, Meghan's whole emphasis is going to be on trying to win the PR battle between her and the royal family and throwing the royal family under a bus and trying to use that to help lift her brand as ever. I think that's what she'll do.
Do you think she's going to turn on Harry? I mean,
Absolutely. That's what. Mm-hmm.
It's going to be built on hate and revenge.
Oh, this woman! I'm going to see videos of Harry with his ass up being leaked everywhere.
Yes.
I mean,
That will be interesting.
Meghan has videos, guys.
Mm-hmm. She has a lot of videos.
Yeah, Pat looks exhausted. It's like 2 a.m. in the morning, so we're gonna let her go and we're gonna get going, guys. But it's
Yes,
not my
it's
fault she
1
went to
a.m.
Germany without me. It's I'm gonna make her suffer. So, and we love George. Go subscribe to his channel, and we can't wait to see Otis. This is gonna be a reunion when Otis is pee Dinah. Make sure that they put a diaper on him because she's gonna pee. And look what George the Giant Slayer is saying. I think Meghan will start learning the words. Do you want fries to go with that Coke? Oh my God! Oh, George, you have to come and live with us next Saturday.
Mhm.
Happy.
That's right, George.
Yeah, she's gonna be flipping them and not with her feet. But we love George.
Her and SpongeBob at the drive-thru.
Yeah, can you imagine? I'm just gonna leave you with that thing of Meghan Markle flapping around with her big ass feet on those grapes, and those little ankles. So thank you very much, Pat, for always being so good. And thank you for the super chats. Please donate.
Thank you so much for the super chats.
And donate to her charity. We're gonna leave the links on the video description. Buy beautiful things for whatever. If you have a skin thing, a skin inquiry,
routine or inquiry.
Oh, George will join us next Saturday. That'd be fun. If you want to, and yeah, donate to Pidina because Pidina is doing the Lord's work, and I mean it for real. Pidina is the real deal. Okay, she's no Meghan.
Thank you, Lizzie B. She's so sweet.
Lizzie gave more.
Give a membership. Thank you, Lizzie B.
And yeah, if you can donate to her PayPal for the charity, that'd be fantastic. Okay, and hit the like button. And we'll see you next Saturday. And Pat, are you gonna upload the video right now, or are you gonna wait?
No, I'm gonna do it tomorrow.
Me too. I'm gonna do my video.
Do it tomorrow.
Have a good night, sweetie. I'll talk to you. Before you post your video, Pat.
Talk to Manuela. Yes.
Talk to Manuela. She has some info.
Yes. Okay, I'll call you tomorrow, Manuela.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody. Bye.
I love you, George. Well, thank you, guys. Pidina set up for us. And George, thank you for joining us. And I'll get in touch with you soon, sweetie. Please do donate to Pidina's charity. That's Pidina's store. Please, we're a community. And let's not forget that she's helping children with serious issues to get ahead in life and give them opportunities that they would not have otherwise, So I love you more, George. Claudia Salas, I swear to God, But yes, so we'll love George. So thank you, guys. And please help Pidina charity. We can all give $1. You might think that $1 doesn't make the difference, but if you don't have that dollar, you don't get on the bus, So have a great night, guys, and thank you for watching. Yay.
Good night.